Take two. No more spam calls while we're recording, please. Welcome back to the Flourgoldwizards channel. Ryan's along with us today, and as you can see, it's still winter around here. We've been walking up the creek this morning just trying to find anywhere there's a little bit of open water that we could possibly make a little bit bigger into an area where we can do a little bit of panning today. We're going to have just a little bit of a competition. We're going to see who can get the most pickers today. So hang on to your hat. Let's find Rigby because he's on my team. Back in a bit. All right, I'll give you guys a little bit of the grand tour. So we came walking up from that way. As you can see, it's all ice and it's solid. I'm walking right down the middle. It's just a little bit easier than walking through the woods and in that snow. And we came up to a spot where another creek comes into the creek we want to work today. Now typically you'd want to work possibly right where they meet or just downwind or downstream of that on either side. But it's going to be pretty impossible, at least for today. But as we were making the turn up here, let me see if I can get up here without falling on my keister. We heard a little bit of water rumblings. And sure enough, you poke through the snow there just a little bit, we have some open water. And if you notice down inside of there, let me get a little closer to that. There are some weeds growing in there. And you know what weeds mean in a fast-moving piece of water like this? Clay. That stuff's growing in the clay, so that's a really good sign. We've always had excellent luck in the clay. So we're going to open up some more of this area right here and take a couple more test pans. Ryan's getting a head start on me. We're going to see if we can't put some shine in the pan. All right, now that I have this hole opened up right here, I'm going to go ahead and take a test pan out of there and see what's in it. Oh, just look at all those cobbles. All right, let's see what's in that puppy. Here's a look at our material. Good and dark, really dark stuff. Not one piece. Not one piece of gold. And this is one of our better locations. Not this exact spot right here, but this area is one of our best spots. That's not encouraging. Let's go a little deeper. Not one. Really? And I tell you what our first problem is. We just stopped where there was water. Bad move. We never even bothered to ask Rigby where the gold was. Hey. Where is the gold, man? Come on, man. Well, I just did another test pan, and it's not good. Found two of the smallest little eensy-weensy minus 10 trillion pieces of gold that you ever did see in your life. Ryan over here is doing another test pan, and if we don't find anything in that one, we're headed off to greener pastures, or whiter. And Ryan's just wrapping this one up. No gold in it. Hardly any black sand at all. Nope. So things are looking pretty poor here. We're going to head upriver and just follow Rigby. I mean, he's not even down here for crying out loud. Well, after a short 22-mile walk, we settled on our old haunt right here. Old Faithful. And as you can see, the spots we have been working are frozen once again. But that's where Rigby stopped, so that's where we're stopping. No more dumb mistakes like that, eh, buddy? I tell you. All right, now it's time to get to work. We got to chip through some ice and move some blocks of ice. As you can see, it's good and thick. God darn it. One of these days we'll catch a break. Well, I gotta tell you, it's hard going, but we did find water. Let me show you. Now it may have been a little bit harder going for Ryan. Now he was over here trying to punch through one of the areas that we were working before, and he did. But the ice is 7 inches thick there and hard as a rock. I don't know if anybody out there knows the difference between hard ice and soft ice, but there is. That is really hard. So I just kind of took a peek over here thinking there's got to be running water here somewhere. And it turns out it's on that side of the creek, right over here. Now I could see that the ice was discolored down in there, and I got a little bit on my shovel. We're going to pan that out. But I really think that with a little bit of effort, we could expand this hole quite a bit. And we're already down to good gravels here and some clay. Some clay for sure. Look at that all slop right there. So let me get a big old heaping pan of that stuff there, and I'll have Rigby pan it out, and we'll see what we got. That's an excellent question, Rigby. Pan it out where? We don't have a hole with water big enough to pan in right now. So we got some more chipping to do. God darn it. All right, Rigby, we got your hole all opened up here. Painstakingly, might I add. But now we got somewhere to do some digging and panning. I think that's big enough for both. Dig over there, pan over here. Let's get to it. Oh, by golly, we've been working so darn hard. It's probably been snack time for a while. And Big Rigby here, he's just now telling me. So I think we will have a little snack. But we're not just having any old snack. We're having some beef and ostrich. Can't go wrong with that. Here you go, buddy. Have some ostrich. Yeah, he needs that. He's a hard-working miner. Ostrich, huh? Come on, Ryan, have some ostrich. It kind of tastes like Sasquatch jerky.
It does.
All right, dueling super sluice pans. Off we go. One piece. One lousy piece. Blah. Not so good. Well, that's not very good. But in my opinion, we are working on the wrong side of the creek. As we've gone over at this location a couple of times, we always like working on that side over there. Just because of the flow pattern in this long S-turn right here. But that doesn't mean to say there's not gold on that side. And it looks like that's the only option we're gonna have today. So we're gonna expand that hole down there just a little bit and see if we can't get down a little deeper and, I don't know, maybe in further. Who knows? All right, let's get to it. Same hole, but deeper. Tell me you got 100 in there.
I see one so far.
I see one, he said.
I see two.
Two. Two is twice as good as one.
That's
nice amount of black sand in there too. Excellent. You know what I might grab? There's a few pieces in there for sure. You know what I might grab? My magnetic black probe. This tool is designed to locate black magnetic sand, or anything magnetic for that matter. Why? Because gold is one of the heaviest things in the creek, and black sand is right behind it. And if you can locate the two together, and often they ride together just because of the weight distribution in the column of materials in any given body of water. Pretty scientific, eh, Ryan?
Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah. So this baby does come in handy. Now we might not have a whole lot of area to probe around in there, but I think we could manage to find somewhere to put this probe. Another big old slimy test pan. Now this stuff here's got all kinds of the dark gray clay in it. It's not the impenetrable layer that I know is here somewhere, but it's still got a good quantity of clay in that stuff, and that gold is sticking in that stuff 100%. This here slop right here, that holds gold. Now I don't know why I haven't found any yet, but as I get deeper and maybe towards the bank just a little bit more, it's starting to get a little bit sloppier. We like it sloppy.
Oh yeah.
Hey Ryan, you get the feeling we're being watched? No, it's not Godzilla, it's just Rigby. Owls. One lousy piece. One. I tell you what's going on here. I guess we just got to get a little bit deeper. Right there. Another one lousy piece pan. What the heck? We are getting beat up today for sure. What are you finding over there?
One or two.
One or two? We need some warm weather, I'll tell you that. I don't know how much longer we're going to be here, but we do have some pretty cool stuff back at the shop if we wanted to take a look at some pretty good gold, and I think we just might do that because we are getting beat up. We just can't seem to get at any of this area over here, and that's where that gold pay streak that we found is running, right along this stuff here. So I think what we're going to do is a couple more pans, take a little walk around, maybe try to find another little area for next time when the water is here, and go from there. And I just wanted to turn the camera back on. Rigby made me do another pan in that hole. He said go down a little bit deeper, so I did. Well, now we got 11 pieces in there. Hopefully you can see them. I'm working off a new camera here, and I'm not exactly sure what this thing picks up on or not. But there is 11 in there, and Ryan is doing better as well, getting down a little bit further.
8 or 9.
8 or 9. So it's not a total bust, and we're still having fun. So I might as well do a few more pans out of that hole right there. What the heck? No, Rigby, don't do it. We already had snack time, you weirdo. Well, we're still here grinding away. And it's been a little bit more consistent. 5 to 10 to maybe 11, 12 pieces, but nothing big. Ryan caught a couple over there that were slightly larger, but nothing even close to a picker, poker, feeler, or forgetter. So I think we're gonna just keep grinding it out the way we have been. It's still nice out. Old Rig Bone here, he's having a good time. We're all having a good time. So hang in there. How deep down are you getting over here?
Oh, about
4 or 5 feet? No.
Yeah.
What, a foot and a half or so, huh? Yeah, he's pulling some clay up and out of there, but he's basically digging the same darn gold we're digging right over there. And we're working in these nice big cobbles right here, as you can see. These are pretty good size we're pulling out of that hole. So it's got every indication that there's good gold to be had here. I just don't know what the heck's going on. What's all the commotion over here? Jeez. Brian says he's got how many?
About 30.
30?
They're small, but
Oh yeah.
some a little bigger. But
Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Oh yeah. All up in there. Heck yeah. 30's better than 9.
Yep.
We are in luck. Not only did we find an awesome looking cobble, it just happens to be the Chris Lilly Rock of the Week. That's right. Look at that bad pony. That baby's got colors written all over it. I don't even know what half of that stuff is. Some of that might be quartz or jade. Heck, it might even be a weird looking agate. I don't know. But it's interesting nonetheless. Fantastic. What should I do with this baby, you think? Who's Chris Lilly? Well, he's this guy up in Canada I like to show off cool rocks to. Then I tease him about I'm going to mail them to him. But then I don't. Or sometimes I do. What are we going to do with this one? I'll show you. That's going in my backpack. Well, it's like 4 years later since I've made this video. That's how long it took me to edit it with my new gear and software. We got to work something out. Well, let's take a look at that cool rock we found in the creek right now. And we'll take a nice look at it. Look at that. That's a keeper for sure. I'm going to have Mrs. Wizard put a coat of shellac on there. That's pretty cool, indeed. Well, we didn't find a ton of gold out there 4 years ago, but we did get a cool rock. It's really getting tough out there. The cold weather just does not let up. But warm is coming, I promise. And we're going to get out there with a vengeance. So until the next episode, like, share, subscribe. Please do leave a comment. It helps build our channel. Check out our Patreon page in the description box below. Flourgoldwizards out. What does this button do? Ah!